The funny thing is a lot of athletes don't even do this workout. Now they do it heavy, Amanda. You know, they go for those heavy weights, and the speed, I think, really pushes people, and we forget about that part. We forget that light can be very, very deadly, and we saw that happen. We see breakdown.
I always tell my athletes when you're trying to scale a particular workout is what's worse than regular Fran? And they always say heavy Fran, but it's not.
No, because you get to rest.
It's light Fran, 65-pound, 45-pound Fran. That's the absolute worst. Sam Dancer making his way out onto the floor. I would say one of the most eccentric athletes we have in all of CrossFit.
I would have said the most exotic.
I think you would actually prefer exotic. Jeff Evans.
And I don't know who that old man is back there in the wings. We'll talk about him here in just a second.
Creepy old man Cody Anderson.
Old man Cody Anderson.
Jeff Evans is an athlete we were going to keep our eye on for the second event, the Spotlight event, the 1-rep max clean and jerk.
He did great in that last year as well. Now that is a handlebar mustache. I'm proud of Cody Anderson right now. That's impressive. That's impressive. And again, you know what? This is going to be a workout that I think he's going to do unbelievable, and he's known for the muscle-ups, and he moves weight very, very well. Not nearly as strong as his other athletes, but he's going to be incredible in this heat.
Nick Urankar onto the floor. Made his way back to the CrossFit Games last year. Definitely one of the athletes that's going to give Jeff Evans a run for his money on the Spotlight event we have coming up a little bit later. But it is event number 1, heat number 2. Amanda, 975, ring muscle-ups and squat snatches at 135 pounds. We look at our starting lineup. Our eyes are going to be in lanes 2 and lane 7, at least at the start. We think these are two athletes that might be able to match Rasmus's time at 3:16.
Yeah, but don't forget Kenny Leverett over in lane 5 too. He's very good at snatch, has an amazing amount of flexibility, and is usually good on the rings too. So if Kenny is on today, he's going to be deadly.
The pace set, basically unbroken or bust.
Yeah, that's how it has to be. That's how it has to be.
We saw some athletes go unbroken and then bust in the round of 5. So you gotta know your limits. So just make sure you keep the pace you're supposed to keep. As heat number 2 underway, 9 ring muscle-ups to kick things off. Kenny Leverett's, Sam Dancer, Jeff Evans, as we work our way down the floor. Cody Anderson, who put on a show at the CrossFit Games 2 years ago for that muscle-up biathlon.
They should have called it the Cody Anderson biathlon. I mean, he worked that thing so hard.
To his left, Nick Urankar. I'll say it's a tale of two shoulders. As Nick Urankar, I'm surprised he's even squeezing through the rings with those shoulders. As Leverett will be first off the rings, but pretty much everybody tied at the start. Dan Tominski on the far right getting to the bar last. As Cody Anderson cycling through these reps. He's a small athlete, but dang, that guy does have some serious strength and ability.
So let's think about his strategy. He can afford to go faster because he knows the muscle-ups is the rest part for him. Everyone else needs to make sure that they can serve so that they can go up back to those rings and not have to rest too long. There's not going to be any rest time at all for Cody Anderson getting to the rings.
Anderson, Evans, and Urankar to the rings first. After the second wave, Anderson has 1 rep lead as Nick Urankar on the left is on the rings for his second set of 7. Cody Anderson in blue, the fantastic mustache as Bill Grunler was pointing out. And Nick Urankar, Cody Anderson, only separated by just a rep. So Anderson making his way to the bar. He'll have just a 2-second lead on Nick Urankar.
And if you think about it, you know, when Cody Anderson first made it to the games, we started talking a lot of comparisons with him and Chris Spieler. Seeing the same type of thing here. The first time we did Amanda back in 2010 at the games, Chris Spieler had the best time. Here's another athlete, a little bit smaller, works the barbell great, but is slamming through the muscle-ups.
Anderson will break, Urankar will break, so look for Kenny Leverett, who's in the center part in the black and green, to maybe move himself just a little bit closer to Cody and Nick, and he will. So your top 3 off the round of 7. Cody Anderson, lane number 2 in the blue. Nick Urankar, no shirt, blue shorts in lane number 1. And Kenny Leverett all the way over in lane number 5. Right at the 2-minute and 30-second mark, Cody Anderson is 2 reps in. 2 more reps to go as Nick Urankar will start his first set. And Cody Anderson's done with 5 reps as he will move just a little bit quicker across the floor. He had missed one in the round of 7. Urankar will break, and Kevin Leverett is on the heels. So Cody Anderson needs to be smooth because Leverett definitely has the ability to go unbroken here.
And these 2 athletes also did battle in that muscle-up biathlon. Same thing. Both of them are really strong with those muscle-ups.
Anderson done with his last rep, and he'll cross the finish line in 3 minutes and 5 seconds. With Leverett just behind him at 3:10, so your new top 2 times, 3:06, 3:11. And can Nick Urankar hold off Alex Vigneault and Dan Tominski? And he will sneak just ahead as Tominski and Vigneault will cross all under 3:25.
And that's exactly what I thought it would look like with Cody being in that heat. Just looked so smooth, and where he was able to really keep himself ahead of the pace and ahead of the rest of the group. There was no rest between coming back from the bar and going to the muscle up. He got right back on, and that was virtually his rest time.
Sam Dancer and Con Porter off the rings at the same time with 5 reps to go. And I tell you what, it's almost unfair as they're here, taking in the last 2 spots. So they're finishing at 4:06, 4:07, which are fantastic times for this event. But when you have 3 guys all under 3:20, man, it's just incredible what these guys are capable of.
Yeah, this workout has now become basically an everyday standard that these guys can just go out. What are you going to do today? I think I'll just do Amanda, no big deal. I need something under 5 minutes.
All athletes finishing 1 minute and 45 seconds underneath the time cap. And it was Kenny Leverett who was trying to chase down Cody Anderson at the very end, just missing it off by 5 seconds. So it'll be Cody Anderson, your new leader, 3 minutes and 6 seconds, as Kenny Leverett is holding that second top time at 3:11.